Meanwhile.
Morning everybody, how are we? It is a Monday, bright and early, 7:20, 13 degrees. Right, addressing the elephant in the room. First off, the elephant would be fucking me. Welcome everyone. We've had a load of new subscribers. The channel's now actually on 787, which I'm truly blown away by. We've had like lots and lots of views all weekend. I've been watching the stats and the analytics, yeah, that's a word, and so far everything is going really well. The snap-on box obviously seems to be like the biggest hit video at the minute of getting the new Epic delivered. The subscriber to watch video percentage has dropped slightly, so I've got more people that aren't subscribed watching the videos, but we have still gained a ton of subscribers, so welcome everyone, thanks for coming along, really appreciate it. Which is, yeah, I'm blown away. It's awesome, and as we continue, we will get the channel better. How would you say? Make less shit. You know what I mean? It's got to be enjoyable. You got to watch it, you got to enjoy it. So thanks for the comments, thanks for the input. I love the suggestions. It's appreciated massively. Monday, I've got a bin in the back which is going into work. I've got a new office bin. Landcruiser. I've got a Amazon Type E earlier Landcruiser coming in today. That is having a full-on system, so we're doing quite a bit with that. Front and rear speakers, sat-nav head unit, shark fin roof aerial, and then DAB and FM and GPS, reversing camera. Is that it? It's a lot of stuff. And then this afternoon I've got a Mark IV, I want to say, Golf coming in. He's having a Kenwood CarPlay and Android Auto stereo. Neil is coming down again with me today. I've got Neil back in today because we've got a busy day, so many hands make light work. So he's coming back in. The more it continues, the more we can get to do stuff. Obviously, the more I can keep him coming in and learning and, you know, teaching him new stuff, and the right and wrong ways of doing it, which will be interesting. It's going to be a busy day. I just want to touch on one thing, which I did see some comment on the kicker video at the weekend while I was obviously showing Neil and deafening old Popey's ears. Somebody commented saying, do a DIY video on how you set stuff up. Now, I don't want to talk too much because there's a lot that goes into it. Now, the first thing you do is your installation. All right. It doesn't necessarily need to be the prettiest thing in the world, but your installation is key. Everything must be connected properly, not with a B, fused properly, and you must map out and think about how you're running stuff and how you're connecting stuff to get the best out of even a basic system. Setting it up is very difficult, and I can't tell you how to do that. The only thing I can tell you how to do is, one, do your test tracks, set your gains properly. Don't use a fucking multimeter. It won't tell you distortion levels. Yes, you can map amp gain, you know, with Ohm's law, that will work, but you can't tell where the peak of a head unit is without distortion. And a multimeter is not going to tell you whether your sound is completely cued and squared to shit. All right, so amp gain is one thing. Now, audio, regardless of what anyone will try and tell you, just because you buy the most expensive speakers in the world doesn't make your car stereo instantly the best thing on the planet, right? if the setup is shit and the amps are set incorrectly, it will sound garbage. Whether you've got the most expensive speakers, it ain't gonna matter. So what you do is you set your amp gains properly so they're safe and the speakers are not going to get distorted and sound terrible, and then on from there it's about personal adjustment. Some people like lots of bass, some people like clarity, some people like lots of mid, some people like that whole smiley face EQ where you've got loads of bass and loads of tweet. They don't like anything in between. You have to make sure that your audio is key. If you don't, it will sound junk, right? Everything about that tune has to be perfectly geared to the person that sits in the car. When I set up a system for a person, I like to ask them what kind of music they're into, how they like their sound. You've got to find out what that person likes, because if I tune a vehicle how I like, it's not going to be how that necessarily the customer would like it. You must do it how you want it. So I can't really tell you how to set up a system properly. You do the basics, you get the majority of the stuff correct, and then on from there, you then set your sound how you want your sound, with the safety aspect in mind of, you know, do I want this much bass? Do I want this much mid? Do I want this much treble? Everything else is personal. As long as you've done the basics and the amps and everything else are safe, I can't tell you how to set up your gains properly. There's 1,000,001 videos on that, but how you like your sound is personal to you. So I appreciate the input and I'd love to answer your question. I could show you how I would do it, but it's not necessarily going to be the way that you would like. Listen to it. Does that make sense? Yeah. But we're at work now. I've rambled enough. We're going to get unloaded, get packed, open up, ready for the Land Cruiser. So I'll see you in a bit.
Good morning, everybody. Say good morning, Alex.
Morning.
In this morning is a Toyota Hilux.
Land Cruiser.
Even. Got that wrong. Cut that out.
That's alright. Don't worry about it.
In for a doubled-in head unit, 4-door speakers, and investigate a electrical issue with the driver's door card. Also to remove a CD from the CD changer. Around the back of the vehicle we find Alex, who is working on a reversing camera.
Best t-shirt in the world.
Maybe. It's not Carlsberg.
I don't drink that shit.
And then a shark fin aerial on the roof. Watching while he works a little while.
No pressure. Say hello to the new subscribers. We've got loads.
Really?
Yeah, 780 something now.
Ah.
This morning we had loads over the weekend. So hello everybody. Welcome along. They're only here for the
banter.
yeah. the snap-on talk, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm going to run our cable through here. Now this is grabbed by the tow bar. So we're going to drill our camera into here.
Yep.
And then the camera's going to sit and watch the tow bar and the back of the vehicle. And run our line up here, through this little grommet here, and through this little grommet just in here. Peeling off the rubber first, and then inside these grommets you'll get these little inserts.
Yeah.
And you pop the inserts out first, and then you don't snap the plug, because that's what keeps the water resistance.
Yes.
Cool. Have you got a picture inside of the dash?
Yes. I have a picture of the dash. Do it again. It's all very full. Right. We will check in later.
1 winner later.
How's it going, everyone? All right. So we're coming on with the Land Cruiser. Neil's doing a sterling job. So this is what we've basically up against, is factory tweeter mid-range from the 70s with some nice splits in it. So we're replacing all these speakers. We've already done the ones in the back. So we've got a nice component, a nice two-way in there, coaxial. Obviously no place to put the tweeters. We've got our reversing camera in. running through the plastics and into the car. We've also got our roof aerial shark fin on there. We tidy up all this stuff in the back. Look at the state of this seat belt, look. Not likely to pass another MOT like that. Same in the back. Obviously we've got our coaxial in there, doors back together. And then he is doing the last hertz, and we've got our new tweeter placement up there. Radio's all done. Got the Pioneer Navi in there, microphone at the top. No digital aerial here obviously because it's all on the old shark fin. And he's coming on well. He's learning. You're gonna learn today, son. Well, we've got a new name for him as well. He's now Sausage.
Go for recording.
So the customer was complaining that stuff in the door was shutting off by itself. Now, what this basically is a plug that should go through the gap in the door in there, and then it will run through the check strap and into the car and plug into an ECU here. Now he said that stuff was breaking in the door, not working. So we've got 1, 2, these are speaker cables. Then we've got a power there that's broken. That's the other end of it. That's the other end of the speaker cables. But you see we've also got one cut on the blue there. That's fractured. We've got green, white. That one's done. That one there's done. So this is basically, if you have a car with anything stops working in the door sporadically or comes and goes, take your check strap apart, undo all your cabling, slide the grommet out the way and see what lies. So this is basically, if you imagine that's inside the door, and then from opening and closing the door, all of this fatigues, and eventually these cables, the sheathing snaps, allows water to get inside, and then the cable basically corrodes from that little point there, and then eventually through time that will snap too. So what we need to do is get all of these, which are that one, showing signs of wearing and fractures and breakages, and basically cut the crap cable out, solder a new piece of cable in, and then reattach it with some heat shrink or something else. And just a little tip, although it seems really easy, obviously if you can kind of see this here is the cross of where the bend actually is in the door. Don't cut and then solder here, because what you'll do is you'll make this bit really fat and then it'll break there and it'll break there. So what you need to do is go a little bit wider and actually have some fresh cable which is in the center, which is going to turn and bend nice and flexible, not solder there and then create a snap either side of it, because you'll make this center section then will become really rigid and it will bend here and here a lot sharper. So use your head, go a little bit up and a little bit down, make sure there's nice new cable in this bendy center section. But that's his issue as to why the door is not working. How mad is that, right? Let's get this repaired. And that's it for today, everybody. Monday's done. Got the Golf finished this morning for DAB and Bluetooth Kenwood, CarPlay and Android Auto. And then last in, obviously, the landcruiser for a full-on Pioneer Navi, front components, rear two ways, coaxials, reversing camera, digital shark fin roof aerial, and yeah, a whole lot of work. So that's it for Monday. Tomorrow is Snap on Tuesday. I've had more notifications, we've had more subscribers, which is just blooming amazing. We will be at 800 within, I think, a few days as it's going on, which means we'll be at 1,000 in no time, and we get to do the toolbox tour on those two bad boys. But thanks for watching. I will see you fresh, bright and early tomorrow. Bye, Felicia.